सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ Naishkarmya Siddhi, Chapter 3, Verse number 108. Nasannupayo lokesti paramartha vinishchaye नासलिङ्गाद्भिवाष्पादेः कश्चिदग्निं प्रपद्यते. Sureshwaracharya establishing that Mahavakya alone reveal Brahman status. Brahman status in the sense, Brahman is my real nature, that is the status. Brahman doesn't have any status. Once I get the knowledge, what is my status? My status is Brahman status. That is the knowledge. This knowledge comes through Shruti Vakyam, that is Mahavakyam, Tattvamasi Mahavakyam. When we say this, Shastra Pramanam, Tattvamasi Mahavakyam is a Shastra Pramanam. So Shastra Pramanam reveal Brahman. That means you are in Dvaitam. Dvaitapattihi bhavati. Dvaitapattihi means there is a problem of duality. Dvaitam, Dvaitapattihi. Duality problem comes. Your Advaitam will be in trouble. Purapakshi is challenging the Advaiti. That time we are forced to say there is no Dvaitam, there is no duality. Even we use that Pramanam, Shastra Pramanam, as a means of knowledge. It is only Vyavaharika Satyam, it is Mithya. It is Mithya only, Vyavaharika Satyam. Why we say Shruti Pramanam is Vyavaharika Satyam Mithya? Because other than Brahman, whatever is there, that is Mithya only. Other than Brahman, Brahman is Ekameva. So second real thing cannot exist. Second real thing can never exist other than Brahman. Therefore, we have to say even Shruti Pramanam Mahavakya also, which is the upaya to reveal Brahman, is also a Mithya only. Then again Purvapakshi attacks Advaitin. How can you say that Mithya? Mithya means according to Purvapakshi, non-existence. According to Purvapakshi, Mithya means whenever we use Mithya, he takes it as non-existence, that which is not there. All other systems of philosophy, they won't accept third category. There are three categories. In one of my discourses, I mentioned also, many of you know that according to Sankhya, Nyaya, Yoga, Vaiseshika, Vishishtadvaita, even all other systems, they don't have the third category, that is Mithya category. According to these all systems, mithya means non-existence, asat. There are only two categories possible. One is existent category, another is non-existent category. One is existent category, another is non-existent category. So, Brahman is existent category, okay. All other things are anatma, asat, not existent category. That is the understanding of Purvapakshis. All of them. For them, mithya as a third category is like a red rat. They'll get high BP. They don't want to accept it. What is third category? What are the two categories? We have to recollect. We saw already. What is that? There are two categories, Sat and Asat, existence and non-existent. Two categories. இருக்கிறது இல்லாதது. இது ரெண்டு தான் இருக்கும். That which exists or that which doesn't exist. Only two can be possible. Sat is called existent category. Asat means non-existent category. Sat and Asat. Asat is non-existent category. What is Vedantin perception regarding Asat? Asat is of two types. We say Asat is of two types. One is Mithya Asat, second one is Tuchya Asat. Mithya Asat seemingly existent, Tuchya Asat absolutely non-existent. Now we have done 2 into 3. First Sat and Asat, Atma and Anatma. Sat and Asat. First way of separation, distinction. Second level of distinction, according to Advaita Vedantin, this Asat itself is of two types. Sat is absolutely existent, ever existent, past, present and future, all the time it exists. Whereas this second Asat, there are two types. Tuchya Asat, when we do first one, the category, Tuchya Asat means absolutely non-existent, past, present and future, ever non-existent category. These are the two categories for all systems also. Ever existent category, never existent category. Like this also we can say. Ever existent category comes under Sat, never existent category comes under Asat. Sat is Brahman, Asat is world, body, mind, complex. But we have to introduce the third one, Mithya Asat. Seemingly existent, on enquiry it doesn't exist, but experientially it appears. That is called Mithya Asat, like our rope snake, marriage water. All these are come under Mithya Asat. Experientially there. Even your reflected face also comes under that only. You cannot say it is always existent, ever the existent. You cannot say never existent. You have to say seemingly existent. Because experientially it is available. Utility also is there. Your reflected face, seeing that, you put a binde on your face. Similarly, a shadow when you see, a person is coming, you just give a way to that person. Shadow is seemingly there. Shadow is seemingly there. It is not Tuchya Asat. Similarly, Swapna also, your dream is also seemingly there. It is not Asat, Tuchya Asat, nor Sat. Therefore, it is Sadasat. This mithya category is the given name is sadasat vilakshanam. Sannapya sannapyubhayatmikano bhinnapya bhinnapyubhayatmikano Sangapya nangapyubhayatmikano mahadbhuta nirvachaniya rupa. In Viveka Chudamani we saw this. Sadasad Vilakshanam is Mithya category, which doesn't come under Sat category. Vilakshana means different from. Different from Sat, different from Tuchya Asat is called Mithya Asat. It is seemingly existent. That is why in all our Upanishads they talk about this is anirvachaniyam, sadasad vilakshanam. Utility is there, tangibility is there, experienceability is there. Therefore, you cannot give reality. The world has got experienceability. I experience it. World has got tangibility. Tangibly I experience my body, the world, objects, and utility is there, prayojanam is there. Still, it is mithya only. Therefore, we give answer, there is a upaya, even Rekha Aksharani, another example I gave, Rekha Aksharani, just lines only, what you are writing, alphabets, words and sentences, only lines, round, top line, down, right side, left side, all you are joining, Rekha Aksharani, giving you the language, bhasha. Language you are getting through mithya, just lines. Rekhaksharani, alphabets. So many examples we have given. So, Sureshwaracharya says, but Purvapakshi is asking a question. You are giving a mithya mahavakya pramanam which is non-existent, because according to him there is no third category. Mithya means absolutely non-existent. That is why he is raising a question in 108, which I introduced in the last class. Na asat upayaha loke asti. Here asat means asat, always non-existent. Pramanam, when we say mithya pramanam, so mithya mahavakya pramanam is enough to remove samsara. Mithya mahavakyam is enough to remove your ignorance. When we say, his mistake is what? He doesn't accept third category, he take non-existent. A non-existent pramanam, how it can reveal Brahman is the question. So he gives one example. Just like loke upayaha na asti. Na asat upayaha. Asat means here non-existence. Mahavakya pramanam is asat. According to you, the Advaitin, he takes like that. Mithya means asat. So therefore, asat mahavakya pramanam or non-existent mahavakya pramanam upayaha na bhavati loke. In this world, it cannot be the upaya, it cannot be a solution to reveal Brahman. For what? Paramartha nischaye na bhavati. It cannot function. It cannot function. Therefore, just like he is giving the example, just as na asallingadhi vashpadehe kaschidagnim prapadyate. Kaschid, kopi, no one can establish that there is fire by seeing the mist. vapor. By seeing smoke only, you have to establish fire. Parvataha vanniman dhoomavatvat yatha mahanase. There is fire on the mountain because there is a smoke. Vyapti jnana, generalization. Can you say there is fire by seeing mist or vapor? You cannot say that. That is wrong indication. Lingam is not correct. Bashpa means here just vapor. Lingadhi, Bashpadehe Lingadhi, na kaschit agnim prapadyate. He cannot establish Agni, fire. So that is wrong lingam. Mist or vapor cannot be that anumanam, inference for establishing the fire. Like that, you also, the Advaitin, Mithya Mahavakya Pramanam is the revelation, revealer of Brahman, you are telling. That is also wrong. Like this, he said. Like this, yours also wrong. Up to here, we saw in the last class. Now, we will enter into 109 sloka. Ityevam chodayedyopi joshayetam ghatadinam सदसद्भ्यां विभक्तोऽसौ पर्यायश्च न चानयोः. In this shloka, Sureshwaracharya says, we have to persuade this Purva Pakshi until he accepts. Until he is convinced. He has to understand. He should not overstand on us. Kuchodhyaha means here, chodayati iti evam chodayet. He is asking a question. Chodana means a question. Purva shlokokta prakarena iti, as he said, above shloka, objection he has raised, Purva Pakshi, chodayet api evam joshayet tam Purva Pakshinam. That Purva Pakshi should be encouraged until he get convinced. Joshayetana, persuaded. Let us persuade him, my dear Purva Pakshi, try to understand. Don't overstand on our head, but understand. That is the Sureshwaracharya idea. Jush means causal form, Joshayet. He should be convinced. By what? Ghatadina. By the example of pot, Adipadat, etc. Other examples also. So classical Shastric examples. Ghata example we know. Pot example. What pot example? Good old example. We are very thorough in that pot knowledge. Pot knowledge, we are very much thorough. Shankaracharya wrote Ghata Bhashyam. Brihadaranyaka, in introduction, he writes Ghata Bhashyam. And Ghata itself, Karya Karana, to introduce Karanatvam, Karyatvam. Later, after explaining that lot of time, Karanam, Karyam is falsified product, then Karanam is also falsified. Very beautiful presentation. Let us recollect now, because Sureshwaracharya introducing that Ghatadina. What is that Ghata, pot? You know, clay alone is there. there is no pot. Chandogyopanishad only pramana. Vacharambhanam vikaro namadheyam mrittika ityeva satyam. It is only lip movement. Pot is there is a lip movement. This is also one type of vessel, clay vessel. This is also one type of clay vessel. You put a lamp inside and light comes outside. These are all clay products. What is the material? Clay alone is the material. All these earthenwares, we call them as earthenwares. These earthenwares, pot, etc., the earthenwares are all mithya. Whole world is like a pot. Brahman is like a clay. Okay, Brahman is not clay. Brahman is like clay. Because when I hold on pot, the pot has got experienceability, pot shape, round, wide mouth it has got. So this pot is experienceability is there, utility is there, it can hold water, transactability is there. Earthenwares all are clay only, but pot maker cannot say bring that earth, bring this clay, bring that clay. He won't say bring that pot, bring this flower vase pot, bring that big pot, bring that lamp pot, like that he calls. So vyavahara yogyam, utility is there, holds water. Vyavahara yogyatvam is there. Anubhava siddham, experienceability is there. But what Gaudapadacharya said in Mandukya Upanishad, Visa Adavante chayannasti vartamanepi tattadha vitathai sadrisha santaha avitatha iva lakshitaha adau nasti ghataha ante nasti adavante chayannasti, that which was not there before, pot maker creating this, and later it will go away. Ante nasti vartamane api tat tatha, even at present also it is not there. Why? There is no pot separate from the clay. Pot is not an independent entity. It doesn't have an independent entity. It doesn't exist separate from the clay. Clay alone, clay existence alone is pot existence. Clay existence alone is pot existence. Pot doesn't have separate independent existence of its own. Therefore, it is paratantraha. It doesn't have satta of its own. It doesn't have satta of its own. Therefore, you cannot say there is a pot. When I say pot is there, suppose, yes, Swami, pot is there, clay also is there. Both are correct only. If you say so, I will ask you, I take the pot, you take the clay. I take the pot, pot is in my hand. You take the clay, or I take the clay, you take the pot. Can you separate it? You cannot take. Because pot alone is clay, clay alone is pot. Only one entity is there. So what you have to say, in school they teach pot as a noun. What type of pot is this? Clay pot. You are all very thorough in this, I know. But I am loudly again recollecting. What type of pot? Clay pot. So clay becomes what? Adjective. Pot becomes a noun. Noun is the subject. Clay is the adjective. In schools they teach correct. But in Vedanta it is wrong. In schools it is okay. But in Vedanta it is very much wrong. How? Because this is potty clay. Clay is a noun. which is in the form of a pot. That is why potty clay, not party, Tamil party. Okay, potty clay. Sanskritam and Tamil. Potty clay means clay which is in the form of a pot. Ghatadina. Similarly, now tell me, pot is Sat, existent category, or Asat, Tuchya Asat, non-existent category? Tell me. Pot can come under existent category Sat or non-existent category Asat. You cannot say neither Sat or Asat. Because you cannot say Asat because I am experiencing, you are experiencing. Therefore, you cannot say it is not there. Asat you cannot say. Non-existent you cannot say. Then what else is there? Sat. It is there. What is the lakshanam of Sat? It should exist all the 3 periods of time. Pot, before the pot maker creating the pot, it was not there. If it is absolutely trikale tishtati chet, adau ante cha yan nasti. Vartamanepi tathada. Even present when I am holding time also, I am holding the clay only, which clay is in the form of pot. Clay weight is the pot weight. There is no extra weight for the pot. That is why pot is only vacharambhanam, your lip movement, lip service. This is the story of biography of pot. This is the biography of pot. Not biography of pot, biography of the world. Pot is only drishtanta. World doesn't exist separate from Brahman. It doesn't have separate satta. So Brahman alone is in the form of world. World is mithya, experientially there, but factually it is not there. Utility is there. Experienceability is there. Tangibility is there. But the world is a nama, rupa given to Brahman. Because world existence is Brahman existence. The existence of the world, the easiness of the world, when you say world is, W-O-R-L-D, world, prapancha, is there when you say that easiness borrowed from Brahman. Brahman alone, Brahman easiness is borrowed by the world. World doesn't have independent existence of its own. That which doesn't have independent existence of its own, it comes under mithya category. Because it doesn't come under absolutely sat, because it disappears in pralaya kala, in laya kala, sleep time. Therefore, you cannot say it is absolutely sat like Brahman. You cannot say it is asatu tucham like a rabbit horn, because it is appearing in front of me. In Tamil, one word we use what? Totram. Totram. Therefore, ghatadina. I hope you are enjoying. Ghatadina. Now come to the second line. Sadasabhyam vibhaktaha asau. Asau. Sadasadbhyam vibhaktaha. This mithya prapancha, whatever we are talking, mithya is nothing but sadasadbhyam. Sat, asat, sadasat. Sadasadbhyam means tritiya dvivachanam. When vibhakta comes, it governs tritiya. Sadasadbhyam vibhaktaha asau. Asau mithya, whatever we are introducing the third category, that is Mahavakya in the context. Mahavakya Pramanam is different from Vibhaktaha means distinct, different from Sat and Asat. Full stop. Then Paryayascha na cha anayoho. Anayoho means Sat Asatoho. Of those two, Sat and Asat, Anayoho, Paryayascha na bhavati. Paryaya means, suppose a person, Purvapakshi, asks, why can't we take Sat sometime and Asat sometime? World is Sat for one day and Asat one day. Let us take, why you are introducing third category, Sadasat Vibhaktaha iti. Let us take Sat and Asat, two are there. 6 months, like our chief ministers in Maharashtra, in some other states, they used to keep chief minister 6 months one chief minister, and another 6 months another chief minister. Both of you are changing. Like that, shall we keep Sat world for 6 months, Uttarayanam, and Dakshinayanam Asat Prapanchan. Sequentially. Paryaya means sequential. Like that can, because simultaneously we cannot keep. Sat, Asat cannot coexist. Both are existence and non-existence cannot coexist. Therefore, we can keep only not simultaneous but sequential, one after the other. Another example, in Vaishnava temples, there are elephants in Sri Rangam and all, you see anywhere temple, so this elephant is there, and for that elephant they put namam. Suppose in Vaishnava temple, what nama has to be, that nama means bottu on the elephant head, forehead. What nama shall we put for that? U shape or Y shape? Vadagalai or Tengalai? Vadagalai nama or Tengalai nama? Vadagalai keep one way of namam, and Tengalai keep one way of namam. Some people put Y, some people put U shape namam. 6 months for that elephant, 6 months Vadagalai nama, and 6 months Tengalai nama. Shall we keep like that? Adi madri you can keep there but not here. Sat for 6 months, Asat for 6 months. Let us accept. Why to go to third category unnecessarily? Second chapter, 16th verse, Bhagavad Gita. Na sato vidyate bhavaha, na bhavo vidyate sataha. Sat can never have abhava. Sat can never become asat. Asat can never become sat. Even a fraction of second also. Even a fraction of second, sat sadeva, asat asadeva. Rabbit horn cannot become sat at any time. 360 days, rabbit horn not there. 360 days, Brahman is there. Brahman can never have abhava, non-existence. Rabbit horn can never have an existence. But world has got seeming existence, false existence. That only we have given the name mithya. Paryayaha na bhavati. Sequential arrangement of Sat and Asat na bhavati. Bhavati to be supplied. Sequential existence, sequential non-existence cannot be possible. With this, this shloka is over. Now we come to our original topic. This is very, very important. So, asatyam is equal to here mithya, not total non-existence. With this understanding, Purvapakshi has to come to our lines. So, Sureshwara Acharya is going to say, this person is talking based on tarka based arguments. So, once you take tarka support, kuchodhyam, he says, evam kuchodhyam upasrutyam, unmulya atha idanim prakritam abhidhiyate prakritam cha anabhidheye katham abhidhashruti avidyadvamsi atmani jnanam janayati tatraivam karanantaram uchyate. Evam, in this manner. On the va there is no dot, you have to put a dot. Fully technical shloka, regular topic we have come now after seeing lot of examples regarding Mahavakya. Kuchodhyam unmulya. Kuchodhyam means wrong question of the Purvapakshi. Chodhya means prashna, question. Kuchodhya means wrong question. Kuchodhyam. Kuchodhyam unmulya, by uprooting. Unmulya means after uprooting the wrong question of Purvapakshi. Prakritam abhidhiyate. Mahavakya pramanam, revelation is going to be established. Abhidhiyate. Prakritam means now our context is what the discussion is, our Mahavakya. Mahavakya alone can give Atmajnanam. This is the Sureshwara Acharya's firm conviction. No other dhyanam is required or any other action is required. Only Mahavakya Shravanena. Therefore, Unmulya. By uprooting the Purvapakshi's opinions, Prakritam Abhidhiyate, or Pramana, how that Pramanam Mahavakyam reveal Brahman, we are going to establish. When Purvapakshi, when he asks like this, Prakritancha anabhidheye katham abhidhavrittihi, that Purvapakshi raising a question. Previously we saw already, previous portions, Atma is aprameyaha. Anabhidheyaha means aprameyaha. Aprameyam Atma. Anabhidheye, when Atma happens to be, or Brahman happens to be, aprameya. Now, aprameya is one of the feature of Atma. Aprameya swaprakasha manovacha magochara. Aprameya. Therefore, anabhidheye prakritam. Prakritam means our Mahavakya, which is under discussion as a revealer of Atma. Katham abhidhavrittihi. Katham, how it is going to reveal. Abhidhavrittihi. How it is going to reveal? We have given 108 one example, but 109 also we have given in this manner. Afterwards also he is asking. Abhidhavritti means a statement of fact. A statement of fact to differentiate from the commandment, statement of commandment. Abhidha Shrutihi, a statement of fact, how it can, katham, how it can destroy the avidya. Avidya dhvamsi. Dhvamsi, nakarantaha, napumsakalingaha, dhvamsin shabdaha. That Mahavakya, which is so okay, we are accepting, okay, Mahavakya is there, but Atma is aprameyam. To reveal anything, it has to be, objectified. It must have objective status. But our Atma doesn't have that objective status. How it can reveal avidya dhvamsi? Atmani jnanam janayati. Atmani, by destroying the avidya, Shrutihi means Mahavakyam. Abhida Shrutihi means Mahavakyam. Avidva dvamsi katham bhavati. And Atmani jnanam katham janayati iti. How it can give knowledge in oneself. Atmani jnanam. Atma jnanam katham janayati. How it can generate Atma jnanam. Tatraiva karanantaram. Tatraiva, with regard to that alone. Tatraiva means with regard to his question only, we are going to karanantaram, another, for a logical support, we are going to give another argument, because he is logically he is questioning, so logically we have to answer. But for us, Shastra is primary. For him, Tarka is primary. That is why he is in trouble, Purvapakshi. Purvapakshi is taking support of Tarka. We are using Tarka, but we didn't take support of Tarka. Okay. Tarka is not primary for us. So we are going to take the support of logic. Karanantaram means previously we have given so many karanams. Lot of examples we have given. Karanantaram. Another argument, we are going to establish Karanantaram Uchyate. Through another argument, the subject matter is under discussion. Uchyate, under discussion. So, how Mithya Pramanam reveal is the question. That question itself is Kuchodyam, Acharya said. Your question itself is wrong. For a wrong question, how can I give answer? For a wrong question, how can one can give answer? Answer cannot be there for a wrong question. For right question, we can give a right answer. For a wrong question, we cannot give an answer. Kuchodyam. Yes, Kuchodyam only, but we are going to give, we have lot of margin, lot of techniques are there. That he is going to present. Mithya pramanena aprameyam brahma cannot be revealed is the question. Purvapakshi taking the logical support, arguing with us. It is Kuchodyam. So, Paramarthika standpoint, actually Paramarthika standpoint, all techniques are Mithya. Any technique, whatever we use, all techniques are Mithya Vyavaharikam only. We have already established that. Why? we don't require any pramanam to reveal Atma, first of all. Finally, Sureshwara Acharya put a bomb. After talking so much time of pramanam, Mahavakya, revelation of Brahman and all, once you to bring all the wrong thinking of a Purvapakshi out, Sureshwara Acharya comes and stands, says, who said Mahavakya Pramanam reveal Brahman? Who said? We never said. Advaitin says. We don't say Mahavakya reveal Brahman. Why? In this sloka he says, Sureshwara Acharya says, Brahman is ever evident. Brahman need not be revealed by anyone. Brahman cannot be revealed. Brahman need not be revealed. My God, what is this? Such a bold, courage answer. How one can give an? That is why Advaitin is the bold person in the world, courageous person in the world, because the knowledge is so highest knowledge this is. No one can stand in front of Advaitin. That is the conviction. That is the Akshara Vidya. Akshara Vidya means imperishable knowledge. What is that? Acharya is going to give in this sloka. Atma is ever evident nature. The moment I forget my real nature, my life is miserable, MBBS. The moment I forget my real nature, life is MBBS. What is MBBS? Romanal actually. MBBS means life is miserable, life is boredom, life is burdensome, life is struggle. MBBS. What MBBS is this? Samsara ityartha. When I forget my real nature. If I understand only, there is a question of forgetting. When a person is not understanding, where is the question of forgetting? Therefore, forgetting happens because of lack of understanding. Forgetting is not possible actually. Once knowledge is weaker and weaker, it is not firm, steady, forgetfulness is possible. Forgetfulness means slipping down from your real nature because of lack of firm knowledge or clarity. Sureshwara Acharya say, I will read this sloka number 110. Atidustho prabodhotra hyatmaivasya prabudhata nimittamatratvetyesha na sagre badaram yatha. What a funny example Acharya is giving. You see, it is Ajnanam is standing in between you, the Atma, and Anatma. Your ignorance is standing. It is very difficult. It is very flimsy, loosely sitting on your nose like that badari palam, elanda palam. In Tamil we say elanda palam. Berry fruit you keep on the nasagre badaram yatha. Badaram is the fruit that regi pandu. In Telugu they say regi pandu or the elanda palam or this fruit badaram yatha badaram nasagre. How steady it is. You keep a fruit, that fruit on your nose, it is round, therefore it cannot stand. Very loosely sitting. Dusthaha. First line, ati dusthaha. Dukkhena sthitaha dusthaha. Ignorance. Aprabodhaha means ajnanam. Where is aprabodha? Dusthaha plus S mark is there in the middle. That S mark indicates akara, a. Prabodha means jnanam. Aprabodha means ajnanam. Ati dusthaha aprabodhaha. This dukkhena sthitaha aprabodhaha. Ignorance is very loosely sitting because it is mithya. Anytime it is ready to go. Sarpa, a rope snake is sitting on the rope loosely or steadily? Tell me. Rope snake is sitting on the rope. Firmly sitting or loosely sitting? Very loosely sitting. Because once you put on light, it will go away. It will go away, or it will disappear, or you understand it is not there. Tell me. You all know it cannot go because it is not there. It need not go because it is not there. Therefore what? It is only an appearance. Once you put on light, you understand it is only an appearance. It cannot go, it need not go. Hai hi nai. It is not there at all. Where is the question of going? Similarly, the removal of ignorance alone is Mahavakya doing, nothing else. Mahavakya is not revealing Atman. Atma need not be revealed. It is insult to Atma, Brahman. Brahman, Mahavakya மேல depend ஆகணுமா? என்ன Brahman? அது ஒரு Brahmana. If suppose Brahman is depending upon Mahavakya for my revelation, oh Mahavakya, please reveal me. Na? What type of Brahman? Can you call that Brahman as infinite Brahman? Anantam Brahman. Anantamavat. It cannot be. Therefore, Mahavakya Pramanam cannot reveal Brahman. Mahavakya Mithyavakyam Pramanam Mahavakyam remove Ajnanam, Samsara. The removal of Ajnanam alone Mahavakyam does. Once the Ajnanam is gone, automatically already evident Atma pratibodha viditam matam bodham prati. In every cognition, I, the consciousness, am evident. Look into the line. Aprabodhaha ajnanam adi dusthaha. It is loosely sitting in your mind. Until you get an apta purusha, he who knows not and knows not, he knows not. There are people, maximum people, with regard to Atma, not any other objects, I am telling. He who knows not and knows not, he knows not. அவனுக்கு தெரியாது foolish person. அதனால the Shankaracharya said whole world is like a Bhranti Alayam. Bhranti Alayam theriyumo. What is Bhranti Alayam? Mental asylum. Kilpak Hospital in Chennai, mental asylum. All abnormal cases, mental problem. Not only Kilpak, not every place one mental hospital is there. Why one place mental hospital? According to Vedanta, whole world is a mental hospital. Why mental hospital? Because they don't know their real nature. That means only Vedanta who study, who understand, I am consciousness, existence, infinite principle, I am the source of this entire universe, I am the substratum, I am the subject, I am lending existence to the all Namarupas. Then you are away from mental asylum. One of my family retreat, I used to say always, they used to feel bad. See, all elephants, animals, they come to the society, and suppose they invite all of these people to come to forest. Hmm? Elephants are all standing in the line. Uh, Tigers are standing in the line. Lions are standing in the line. Okay, lions are standing in the line, queue, Varsaya, and inviting all people. All of you come, come, come to our forest. This is my just imagination. Okay, don't mistake me. Why? Why to come? Because you are all people also living like us only, getting children, enjoying, eh, and eating, sleeping. What you people are doing other than this? What we are doing in the forest, you are also doing here. Hmm? We are earning our food by just going here and there. You are sitting in front of computer and typing and getting food. That's all. Hmm? What is the difference? You all come along with us. எவ்வளோ கோபம் வரும் கோபமாக வரும். We are very, very angry if they call us like that. They cannot afford to get Brahmajnana. All animals, birds, insects, any living being other than human being. That's why I said, I am the crown of the creation. If I claim I am Brahman, I am consciousness, I am infinite, I am free from birth, death, I am free from this matter. Therefore, doesn't matter for me. Then they all do namaskara for you. Yes, you are the human being fulfilling this purpose of human life. We salute you. You all stay here. Jnanis, all Ajnanis we will take with us, along with us. இந்த மாதிரி கதை சொன்ன கோபம் வராது, anger வரும். What to do? Am I telling fact or not? Fact only, Swamini, but blunt fact. Facts are always like that only. The facts are always bitter. Shankaracharya said, Bhranti alayam. What to do? A fact or not? According to Vedanta, it is fact. That's why I give this example. Okay. It's not my invention, but example I have changed, that's all. Okay. Bhranti alam. Atma eva asya prabuddhata. Atra, with regard to Atma, prabuddhata means chaitanyam eva asya Atma. The person who is inquiring, asking questions, prabuddhata, chaitanyam itself is Atma, core, nature. Atma means here core, nature. Prabuddhata. Nimitta matra veti esha. This second line we will see in the next class. More technical sloka, very nice sloka, important sloka. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.